Hey there folks, let's do a retro CSS battle. This is a hard one, October 5th, 2024. So this is Alien Head. I've got code in here where I was trying to do this. You'll see it's got some very subtle curves. Never was able to do this guy. So let's nuke all this and start fresh. Okay, so how do we do it? How do we do it? What do we do? I think that the way to do this is with creating elements. So let's do the body, and we're going to create an element that encompasses just the green with a rectangle. And I'll use margins only on the element itself. 40, 42. And then constrain it further, 40, 80, 90, 100, and then the height is 300, no, 280, 70, 60, 50, 40, 30, 31, 32, 33. Now my idea is to use the shape command. To do that, I want to start, so this is the green part. I want to do something that's more familiar to me, which is a clip path up of a polygon. So let's create some, and I would like to do simple curves if possible, that I have a lot of control over. So let's start at 2% 0, and then go to 100%, 50%, let's say, and then 50%, 100%, and then 0, 50%. So we get the initial parts of that. So next, let's create the interim points for all of those. And I think the top ones are simple, right? This is an arc, and yeah, so this is an arc. We might not need interim points here. This might be smooth enough that we can create that shape. These, however, are a problem. So I want to do, I guess it's the sort of a chin here, and then that's almost a straight line there, and then to here. So I want to go here, I think. Okay, so that's top, center, right, middle, top, middle, or middle, top. It's probably the way to say that because X comes before. So, and then right, middle, and then I want 80%, 70%, comma. There we go. So that's what I'm trying to do. A little over, a little more down. 1, 2, 3. And 4. And 3.5. That looks pretty good. And then how about another point there? How about 75%, 90%, comma. 70%, and then a little lower, 1. How about 68, and then 93? That looks like a pretty clean edge. So then now we'll do the parallel points, which is going to be probably these numbers minus. It's still going to be 93% down. And then this will be 32. And don't forget the comma. And then the next point will be also 83.5% down, and then 20%. And then don't forget the commas. All right. So that's part one. So now we'll turn this into a shape command. Actually, we're going to copy the whole thing because we're paranoid, or I feel paranoid about it. And then we do the word shape. And if I do line, or I do from, right, we start with from, and then line to each of these points, I think we'll get the same thing. And in fact, let's comment out the prior one, just so we're not confused about what we're seeing. So we get nothing right now. Line 2, line 2. There it is. So now we've got our shape command. So let's do a curve. So line from curve to, and that's not doing it. That's doing something. And then what if I do an arc too? Is that any? So that's not doing it. So I want curve. If we're lucky, see, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Okay. So what am I complaining about? I think I do need the middle points. I'm going to do the middle points. I don't know whether it's a mistake. It might be a mistake. Line 2. I just feel like that arc is, I'm asking too much at this point. I don't understand shape well enough to do it. So line to 75%, 30%, let's say. Okay, so 75%, and then it's like 10. So let's go to the halfway point. Let's go to 80%, 85%, and then down 20%. That's kind of what I'm getting at. All right. 86, 87, 18, 17, 16. That looks pretty good. So our final will be up here, line 2. Probably that's 13%, 16%. Or not. Or maybe that's... So I need another line 2. 50% 0. So there we go. Now, and then a close command. Okay. So now it's all curves. We're going to convert all these lines. We've created a kind of a lattice, might be the right word, or a framework for the curves. So we want curve 2 with curve 2 there with, and then so I want numbers probably 75, 10. There's a curve. That looks pretty good. 73 with, okay, so now I do each one of these I need to do curve 2 with 90%, 40%, 50, 40, 30, 20, 25, 26. So I kind of want to set a point between the 2 points. So is that 90? 92%, and then between 16 and 80, about 30, 5. Or just play with the numbers. 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. That looks pretty good. So each new curve is a new challenge. So curve 2, and then another one with 80%, 80%, comma, oh, like that, there we go, 90, that's pretty good. And just try the numbers, try the numbers, try the numbers. That's what I'm trying to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then let's have this be higher. 70, 75, 26. 1. So I want to pull it higher so this number gets lower. 5, 6. Again, I'm sort of trying to visualize that curve, almost like, yeah, there we go. Shaping with shape. So this doesn't work in Firefox, but Chrome and Safari now support this more reliably. Should you be using it in production yet? I don't know, that's up to you. Really, an SVG path would do this, but and these commands are very similar to SVG commands, but I don't know the SVG equivalents off the top of my head, and I wouldn't feel. And as you see, when you get a little bit of the syntax wrong, you get nothing. Zero feedback about, hey, you're a little wrong. Oh, can I just do a line 2 there? Is that one straight? Let's see. Yeah. Let's do this one. This one's a curve too. Curve 2 and then a width. There we go. Okay, so 1. All right, and then curve 2 with 48%, I'm guessing. No, not working. 2, 3. All right. And then that line 2 is probably fine. And then this line 2 should be a curve 2. Curve 2, 0, 50% with 38%, 99%, 20, 10. That's too low, isn't it? 7. There we go. 7. And then that's pulling a little too low, so let's make that number lower. How about 71? Oh, there we go. So that's 4, 3. That's pretty close. This is a great exercise. Even if I don't get 100%, I'm pretty happy with this practice using the shape command. Curve 2 with what's that number? 0, 40%. Perfect. And then this final curve, 2, 50% with 28%, 0, 27, 28, 29, 1, 0, minus 1, 29, 30, 31, 32. It's not perfect, but it's pretty good. So I'm happy with that. And in fact, I'm going to submit, even though I don't have a match, right? I definitely don't have a match of any kind. Okay, we need the eyeballs now. For that, we're going to do the first one, and we're going to keep it as simple as possible. So P, or just E. He's got no clip path. Let's set border radius. We're just going to say 50%. Background. Or do a dash dash B, and then this color. I'm going to do a bar here. Bar dash dash B. We can't see him yet. PE for eyeball. Margin needs to go up. Minus. And this, what if we do red? Like there he is. Oh, so he's got like shoulders. All right. Let's do a width on him. Or maybe we don't want to do a width. Oh, and he's not on top of the other, is he? Oh, that stinks. So this clip path is complicating my solution. Zero, 42, 0. Okay. And that's still on top of the other thing. So we got a real problem here. A real problem. For some reason, that clip path is forcing this next element to be under it. I don't understand why. Can I do a Z index of, 9, and then here do a Z index of 1 or -1 or 0? The answer is no. Dang it. So if I can't do that, what can I do? That's disappointing. So let's not do that. And instead, we'll do a P after. P colon after. Good. So content, background, and I'll do the word X. Background red, color white, display block, and I don't see him yet. If I go width, give him a big old width. You gotta spell width right. How about a display position relative, and then a position absolute in here. There he is. Okay, we'll take it. I misspelled background. Good job. Oh, so this sucks. 10. So let's just do content of 0. What do I need? I do so display black. I don't need position absolute. What happens if I do that? No, I can't see him. I'm going to do the background be this dark color. And then I'm going to do a rotate 30 degrees or something. And then give him different heights and width, 30. So the width, we're going to have to be wider. And then a border radius, 50%. There's your eyeball. First eyeball number 1. Let's put them in place. I think I don't need pixel. Yeah, so top 2, 3, 4, 5, 100, 10. And I think we see that the angle is a little off. How about 35? How about 40? And then the left value needs to be lower, 40, 30, 20, 10, 12, and then down 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. That looks pretty good. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, so let's do a P before, right? You get 2 befores and afters you can do. And he's going to be very similar. Actually, I can just do this, right? So now I have a copy. He's basically the same, and in theory he's in exactly the same place, but if I rotate him minus 40 degrees, he'll be visible. There he is, great, but his left value will be more. I guess we could do a left unset, and then a right of 12, and it's right on. So let's submit that. I'm so excited to have some semblance of this design that I don't even care if it's 100%. It's 99.9%. I might just end right there. I'm so happy to have made that shape, and so shocked to have gotten so close. So probably there's curves in here. So which one, right? It's a lot of code. So 50% 0 here, curve to 87%, 16% there, to 100%, 16% there. So what happens if we do that? It's worse, right? Yeah, I don't really want to do that. That's not the one. So so the way to play with this is to play with it. So 50. So let's alter this number 1. Yeah, I'm so happy to have gotten this alien head to be mostly right that I'm going to stop at 99.9%. These organic shapes are particularly interesting. I'll put a link to the new shape syntax that's available in the notes here, because it's just so complicated but it's worth learning. I think I really do think it's worth learning. I'm looking forward to doing more of these, but obviously it's very labor intensive and not simpler than exporting an SVG from a drawing program, right? Like, but for some of the simpler curves, like I think it's a lot of fun. I'm not going to minify, because nothing is going to get me to 100% here, I don't think. Now, could you do like the corners with border radiuses of square objects and get some of these curves? Maybe. Could this be like some different circles or ellipse radial gradients that are stacked on top of each other? Maybe. But the curves are so subtle. Just that chin there is so subtle that I don't have confidence being able to do this but not have this video be several hours long. I may attack this more, but I'm very pleased to have gotten this alien head. So that's it. Have a great day. Take care of yourself, make a web page, and be good to each other. All right. Bye-bye.